Order in the court.
Order in the court.
Gavel, gavel, bitch. It's the blank list. Gavel, gavel, bitch. It's the blank list.
Welcome to The Blank List, where every week we fill in the blanks to create a top 5 list that will define culture for generations to come. What we do here is not subjective. It is objective, fact-based, rigorously researched journalism. Here's how it all works. We each bring 5 items that fit our designated category. By the end of the episode, we will whittle that down to the top 5 items that make up the blank list. Today's category is, drumroll please, the most significant historical figures of all time. Please join me in welcoming my co-hosts. First, a woman who gives the Mona Lisa a run for her money, Tranna Winter.
Hello.
Can you give us a Mona Lisa smile? Now that's what I would call historically significant. And next, a man who inspired the writings of Dante, particularly his descriptions of the 9 circles of hell. It's Adam Capriolo.
Hello.
I am Dane Stewart, the presiding judge over today's proceedings, a role I take as seriously as Genghis Khan took massacring the innocent. Without further delay, it's time. Order in the court! Order in the court. It's time to proceed to our long list debate. Court is now in session. So we're going to start by having Adam present his long list, top 5 items that he'd like for us to debate for the most significant historical figures of all time.
Thank you, Chief Justice Dane. This was hard.
Yeah.
This was really hard
It
because
was.
there are actually so many people who have lived.
And so many significance.
Yeah.
is-
And it was really hard to not skew male. And I hate that. So I will start with, I believe, the most significant and famous woman ever,
Okay.
Cleopatra.
Oh, on my list too.
On my
Well,
list too.
I went
Okay,
first.
wow.
I went first. Okay?
I have backups.
Cleopatra. Name a woman before Cleopatra. You can't.
Eve.
Not real.
Oh.
That's right. I'm saying it here today. Everyone in the Bible. Oh.
It's starting.
Well, I have some biblical figures that we might talk about. But Cleopatra, icon of beauty, icon of snake death.
You know, she actually wasn't that beautiful, but we can get into it after.
Well, that's subjective.
In the eye of the beholder.
In the eye of the
As they
beholder.
say.
I guess that's fair.
And, she was around in Egypt. There was some stuff with Rome.
Elizabeth Taylor.
Elizabeth Taylor.
Angelina Jolie, did she play her?
I think she was going to. I think
Okay.
the next person who's supposed to play her is icon of stage and screen, Gal Gadot.
No.
That-
Are you kidding me?
There is a plan for that.
No, we cannot let that happen.
I don't think anyone wants that to happen.
That has to
Okay,
be shut down.
order in the court.
I
We're
apologize.
presenting our long list options
Gal,
here.
please sit. She's so annoying. Okay, so Cleopatra. Number 2, Dane brought him up already, Mr. Genghis Khan.
Oh, he's on your list.
Yeah. After doing rigorous research, Googling and then reading the AI overview, Genghis Khan is the bad guy, but apparently apparently, like, a big portion of people alive today are descendants of Genghis Khan because he apparently, like, fucked a fuck ton of
my
people
God.
and impregnated thousands of people. Wow. And so his sons had more and more sons and sons. He was really cared about his line. So there are so many people who are actually the descendants of Genghis Khan.
Do you think that
and
you
that's
are?
significant?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, he's my dad.
I feel like I'm related to him.
You
I
look
feel
like
it
you
in me.
are.
What does that mean?
I don't want to talk about it.
Feels like a bit of a con job.
Okay, I'm gonna say my next woman is Marie Antoinette.
Oh.
I think you say Marie Antoinette, everyone has a visual, and you immediately think revolution. And I think when people think people's revolution, changing a regime, I think a lot of the time they think Marie Antoinette.
Also, what do we need these days?
Revolution.
So-
Badly.
Yeah. And Sofia Coppola's movie rocks.
It's so fun.
Yeah. It's really good. My next woman is the most recent.
Oh.
The most recent woman?
The most recent woman alive today. She was born this morning, and I know she's going to make it big.
Oh my God.
It's Marilyn Monroe.
Oh.
Okay.
So last
Interesting.
night I was at Club Didi's, and the beautiful and brilliant bartender named Maria asked a fascinating question, which was, who do you think influenced contemporary pop culture the most? And we landed on Marilyn Monroe. There is, if you're blonde, you're doing Marilyn. If you're doing bleach blonde, you're doing Marilyn. If you're doing pills, you're doing Marilyn. And that's it. And
I had a counterpoint to Marilyn. Maybe
Well,
I'll
so
bring
do
it up
I.
there.
We'll get to it.
Okay.
And my number 5, since I've decided that biblical characters are just fun and games, I'm gonna go with Hitler.
Well,
Someone
I
had to
knew
do it.
that you would. I knew that you would be the one.
Better you than me. That's all
Yeah,
I'll say.
he's the Weinstein of
History.
Hitler is the Weinstein of history.
yeah, and he's on a last name basis. You know, you can say Adolf, but you know what I'm talking about. when I say Hitler.
Like you could say Adolf. It's just
and also you
weird.
know who I'm talking about.
I do. I
yes.
do. Yeah.
Exactly.
Like ruined that
Unfortunately.
entire name. Nobody is named Adolf anymore.
nobody.
He is the reason that I didn't want this list to be called the greatest. historical
exactly because he was
figures.
going to come up.
He was going to
Yes.
come up.
I mean, also-
it's impossible to talk about history without talking about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would also argue that
Unfortunately.
Genghis Khan is the Weinstein of his time.
Genghis Khan is the Hitler of his time.
Yeah, it's true.
The Weinstein of our time.
Yeah. And those are my 5. I will bring up others if we need so to
Okay.
do so later. And the defense rests.
Okay, court stenographer, you have that on the record. Thank you. We're proceeding to Tranna's long list options.
Yes. All right. I would just like to start by saying that I did my master's in world history.
Wait, did you actually?
So my opinion should count more today. Thank you.
Is that true?
Let the court show the
And let the
evidence.
court not fact check.
I'd like to enter my diploma as evidence A.
Accepted.
Thank you.
Oh, it's handwritten.
Trump University.
Okay. Settle down. Napoleon.
Short representation.
Short
I accept that.
representation. Also, I think that when you hear the word history, Napoleon is the first person that comes to mind. He invented the French. He was the first French person.
He kind of was.
And yeah. Where would we be without the French?
Exactly. We wouldn't be in Quebec.
No.
No.
Les filles de roi.
Yes.
Exactly. They were almost on my list.
Objection. Unrelated.
Yes, you're right, Your Honor. But
Thank you, Your Honor.
yes,
Sustained.
it's rare that judges object. That's usually the
defense
lawyer's
sustains.
job. But thank you, Your Honor. So yeah, Napoleon.
Great.
French.
I don't even know if he was a good or bad guy. I think he was a bad guy, right?
I mean, he
Let's ask
conquered.
the person with a master's in world history.
She's coming soon.
My next choice is Christopher Columbus.
Oh.
A horrible, horrible person. His colonization of all the places he went to, I think, has really shaped the horrible world that we live in today. I think
Yeah.
a lot of it goes back to his fucking explorations. And if he would have just stayed put, the world would be a very different place.
Great advice in general.
Yeah.
put.
Yeah, just
Everyone
stay
just stay.
Stay put.
Don't colonize. Just
No.
don't
Just don't
colonize.
colonize.
It's not
Yeah.
that hard.
And he kind of
It's
started
hard.
the trend.
it is hard. It is hard.
Yeah.
Was he like he started it?
I think
Well, I think
Genghis
it-
Khan might have started.
Oh, okay.
Well, there was a group of them at that time. There
Yeah.
was
What,
Amerigo
what years
Vespucci.
was
Yeah.
Genghis Khan?
The 1200s.
We'll edit that in.
My next one is Harriet Tubman.
Oh,
Love that choice.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I feel like we needed to have one good person on here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's true. Mine are not great.
And she did a lot. Helped a lot of people.
Yeah. She did.
she did.
My next choice. I mean, also, like, when it comes to significant, like, I feel like she's still someone we talk about She's had so many like schools named after her. There's been art made about her. She's significant.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a multiple entry.
Okay.
I'm calling it the Queen Elizabeths.
Oh, plural.
Because I don't know where one starts and one begins.
How many
I don't
of
know
them
the
are
difference
there?
between
There's two.
the Kate Blanchett one and the Judi Dench one. Are they the same one?
They're the same one.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
And so, but I feel like as a collective entity, the Queen Elizabeths have
That's
been significant.
Good. The pennies. They were on the pennies, right?
We'll have the fact checker.
Well, I
and
mean, we
stuff to
had
check
the
that.
most recent Queen Elizabeth on our pennies.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Helen Mirren of Queen
The Helen
Elizabeth's.
Mirren one.
Yeah.
There's the Helen Mirren one, the Kate Blanchett one.
/ Judi Dench.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was Olivia Colman one or was she someone else?
Olivia Colman was Helen Mirren.
Wait, what?
No, I mean from The Favorite.
The favorite. Nope, that was a different one.
That was a different
Anne,
one.
I
Oh,
think?
that was
Okay.
not. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Okay. I just feel like there's been a lot of them.
There's been 2, and that's significant.
Is there only 2?
Yeah, 1 and 2.
But then
there
a
was,
lot
like,
of
6
portrayals
of
of the
them.
no,
two.
but we love them. For some reason, we really love them both.
Okay.
To
well,
talk about.
So my point still stands.
Of course,
Great.
that's still plural. Elizabeth.
So I also had Cleopatra.
She's cool.
I will add that for me, the most significant, or one of the most significant things, is just the longevity of her influence.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, she was around, like, she ruled from 31 BC, or from 50 BC to 31 BC, something like that. And we're still talking about her over 2,000 years later. Like,
I know.
we're not going to be talking about Ariana Grande in 2,000 years from now.
She was almost on my list.
Was she?
I did cross out Addison Rae.
She also
though.
Okay,
fucked. Like
but
Julius.
since you already had her on your list, I will go with one of my backups. And it's the woman who smelt burnt toast.
That's a very Adam answer. I
Now,
have to say.
in the- Adam-
So for our American/international listeners, we have a propaganda machine in Canada called Canadian Heritage Moments, which were these commercials in the 90s that gave us little pieces of history. And there was a woman who had some sort of brain surgery that allowed her to smell burnt toast.
Maybe if we all just pause for a second, we'll put up a 3-second video clip of that.
Toast is burning.
Toast is not.
And yes, I think the obvious answer might have been to go with Dr. Penfield, the man conducting the surgery.
No.
But I think she was more significant.
Especially since she famously has no name.
Exactly. She's just
Yeah.
the burnt toast woman.
All capitals.
All capital letters, yes.
I do love her.
Yeah, I mean, where would we be without her again?
I would be lost.
That was sort of my criteria going into it, asking myself, where would we be without them?
We wouldn't know when strokes happen.
Exactly.
I did have someone suggest to me that I put on my list the person who invented the heritage minutes in Canada. So related, but
I think that was Harvey Weinstein.
oh,
The defense rests. Those are my 5.
okay.
Both
Stenographer,
the defense.
you've noted. Thank you, stenographer. And now for my 5, my long list of the most significant historical figures of all time. I've got a few options here. Let me see. So maybe I'll start here. I see your Genghis Khan and I raise you one Alexander the Great.
Who Cleopatra slept with.
And who Colin Farrell was.
And who Colin Farrell was and still is,
still is
because
to
he is
this
great.
day.
Alexander the Great conquered essentially all the known world. He did it all, like he started conquering when he was 20, conquered the Persian Empire, the greatest empire in civilization at that point in time. And what I think is the biggest selling factor here, by icon.
Exactly.
Alexander the Great had, and I'm going to save the full love story for the shortlist debate, but he had this lifelong relationship with like his best friend, Hephaestion, real name.
Yeah.
And they were in love all through their conquests together. They fought by each other's sides and then slept in the same bed together. And then there's a very tragic ending to both of their stories. AIDS. No, just kidding. I'm too comfortable with AIDS conversations at this point in my life. But it may have been death. So that's my first entry, Alexander the Great.
See, we are okay if you're a colonizer, if you're bi.
If you're bi,
It's totally
if you're bi and you
cool.
have like a love story attached to it, I'm in.
Otherwise, that's bi erasure.
Option number 2. I'm going to use one of my alternates for Cleopatra, a very reasonable alternative, Oppenheimer.
Oh.
I do think
The movie?
the film is the most significant historical figure. Look, like I think someone has to mention the invention of nuclear bombs.
Yeah.
Like
I can't believe we did
And there is
that.
something to be said about people who invent really horrible things and then feel bad after.
yeah, and then win Oscars for it, you know?
That is so weird that happened.
It is. It's kind of crazy. And like nuclear energy is just like, then I watched Chernobyl and I was like, wait, we invented this? Like, this is horrifying. It's more horrifying than like the darkest Stephen King novel that you've ever read. Like, it's like, we actually just invented something that can destroy everything. Like,
I would say it's darker than all of our entries on the list.
like
so
it's,
far.
So
it's
far.
really dark. So I had to do that.
Yeah, it's significant.
It is significant.
And great for our hilarious podcast.
Great for our hilarious podcast. Look, like he's got to be on there. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna give my counterpoint. I didn't think I was gonna use this one, but counterpoint to Marilyn Monroe, Marlon Brando.
Oh.
And
If acting is significant, then yeah.
if acting is significant, yes, but
And it's not.
What about
So
That's what I'm saying. As an actor, I would like to argue that I'm not significant.
My larger thesis argument here is that I think Marlon Brando offered two competing visions for American masculinity, which have defined the culture over the last century. One which has been taken up and championed by like members of the alt-right and like the evangelical Christian movement.
which one have they taken up?
They've taken up this perception of like masculinity that they took from Marlon Brando in like Streetcar Named Desire, where it's like the masculine man as
I
like
don't know if the alt-right got anything from that movie. I
Well,
don't think they know what that movie
I think
is.
it's filtered down
I think
over
it's
the
less like
decades.
watching the movie and more seeing the picture.
Yes.
Right.
And
Of him
and
in the
also
white
like
t-shirt?
he was 23 and gay as fuck.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Well, also bi icon. I don't know.
yeah.
All the men I chose on my list are bi, apparently.
Okay.
Genghis
Oppenheimer, famously bi. This is a bi episode. But then Marlon Brando also like created like modern contemporary leather culture in the gay world. Like his role in the Wild One 1953 film where he plays this biker. Like gay men saw that and saw the code for like what this subculture could become. They took that and
He didn't
they've
take
used
it
that.
from the gays. They
Well,
took it from him.
It was a bit of both. Like it was one of the earliest representations of like gay male leather culture or like leather culture on screen.
Which was that pre Tom of Finland?
I think it was around the same time that Tom of Finland was emerging. Maybe Tom of Finland was in the 40s and then this was in the early 50s, I believe. We'll check that.
We won't.
It's actually not that important. But I just feel like he offers a good counterpoint to Marilyn Monroe. The masculinity, the femininity, the duality of man and woman. Yin and yang, as they say.
Ping and pong.
Karl Marx.
Okay.
Okay, by King.
But how many do I have left?
I don't know if he's bi. Yeah, just keep
Karl
going.
Marx. Guys, how do we feel about capitalism?
It's worked for me.
I actually was listening to this socialist activist who, and I can't remember the exact details, but apparently Karl Marx is not as anti-capitalist as you think he is.
He's pretty anti-capitalist. I've got some quotes that I can read later.
I've only read the manifesto.
Communist
That's
Manifesto.
Yeah, that's the only thing I've read of his.
He also wrote Das Kapital.
Yeah.
Those are kind of his two
But
big
apparently
ones.
he didn't even really practice his theories and
Well, his was like
philosophies.
he provided like a philosophical framework
Exactly.
for what like communism and or socialism could look like, but he never operated a government, so there are
It
obviously
reads like a
blind
dream.
spots. Yeah.
Yeah, it reads like imagine there's no heaven.
But what do we need right now more than a dream? Like we need a dream of revolution. We need a dream for what the system could look like. We need a
Absolutely.
dream for change.
Totally.
But I think it needs to be female-led. I don't think Karl Marx is the answer.
Okay, well, I think that ideas can come from anywhere, and we all just have to buy. Okay, my last.
So you hate women. So you hate women.
Okay. My last option on the
Did
list.
you even have one woman on your list?
A woman.
Yeah.
My last option.
No, you're making this up now.
Henrietta Lacks.
Who?
Do either of you know Henrietta Lacks?
I do.
Did she invent laxatives?
Henrietta Lacks
She invented O. Henry.
is on my list because she is the first human to achieve immortality.
I know about this. Why do I know
Henrietta
about this?
Lacks was an African-American woman who lived from 1920 to 1951. She developed cancer and had cancer cells taken from her body. And what they realized is her cancer cells had a very particular mutation where they would constantly divide and they would never age. So they could essentially just divide in perpetuity into all time. So without her consent, this lab took her cells and started using them to run experiments. And then they gave them to another lab. And then that lab gave them to another lab. And now Henrietta Lacks's cells are known as HeLa cells. And they are like a standard for medical research all around the world. Henrietta Lacks is in labs in this city, in labs in cities all over the world. She's like, the mass of her cells is enormous, and yet she never consented to this, and her name has essentially been struck from the history books. So I'm here to advocate for her as a symbol of people who should contribute to history, but whose names have not been given the weight that they deserve.
Was she bi?
She was pan. That's why her cells are everywhere.
I love that. It's very Genghis Khan.
It is. She is kind of the Genghis Khan of the
Of good people.
of the cell research community.
It's been said, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we often say. Was that 5? Did I do
Yeah.
5?
That was at least 5.
That was 10?
And that's it. We're done. Yeah.
I regret using Marlon Brando instead of Jesus Christ, but look,
I know.
Well,
we'll talk about the fake people soon, yeah.
Jesus Christ was definitely real. Let's come back to that
No,
later.
JK, guys, JK.
Okay, so at this point, we have all disclosed our 5 options for our long list debate over the most significant historical figures of all time. We're going to take a short recess, and we'll be back on the other side to begin our short list debate. Court is on recess.
No, court is in recess now.
Court?
Objection.
What?
Sustained.
Court is in recess.
It's the blank list.
Welcome back to The Blank List. Over the break, we reviewed every book that was ever written, and now we're ready to finally define the most significant historical figures of all time. Tranna, I believe you had some important evidence you wanted to introduce.
Well, it's not so much evidence, but I would like to eliminate 2 people from the pool immediately.
Oh my god.
There are 2 names here that should not even be considered.
Who are they?
They are Marilyn Monroe and Marlon Brando. I'm sorry, we're here today to talk about history, not entertainment. And I do believe that those 2 people's influences are contained to the world of entertainment. And that's not what we're here to discuss today. I agree
Okay.
that everyone in entertainment who's a blonde has been influenced by Marilyn. I don't discount that.
Okay.
And every bi actor, which is every actor, has been shaped by Marlon Brando and his methods. But that is contained. I do not think these are historical figures. I think these are entertainment figures, pop cultural figures, not historical.
Okay, I will say I'm not opposed to this, and I appreciate that my masculine energy gets to be countered by
Your what? Sorry?
My masculine energy gets to be countered by your feminine energy. The removal of both of our.
And I love the disdain you had on the word feminine. We'll talk about that.
However, I will note that it is a very strategic gameplay to eliminate one item from each of your opponent's lists.
There's
But
a traitor among us.
There's a traitor
Well,
among
if
us.
I had someone that didn't belong, I would admit it, as I've
And
done
yet,
in previous
I
lists.
have one argument for Marilyn on that.
Because she slept with John F. Kennedy and his brothers.
So thank you for making an excellent point that I wasn't going to make. I'm talking about every single gay guy who bleaches his hair blonde. I'm looking at you. It's Marilyn.
And what
that's
have those men contributed to history?
this podcast?
This hair is natural. It's natural.
Let's show us the roots.
No, no, I can't.
Show us the roots.
No, I cannot. Okay,
No,
so
you're just proving my point.
okay, so Marlon Brando and Marilyn Monroe have been stricken from the record. There is a vacuum here. Is there anything else maybe we would like to introduce to fill these gaps?
I would like to fill these gaps with one person that you can't mention without the other.
Oh.
I teased that to you both earlier. They are both religious figures,
Okay.
and they are Jesus H. Christ.
Oh,
H.
Henry, yeah.
Yeah, Henry.
Jesus Henry Ford Christ.
Jesus Henrietta Lacks Christ. And Muhammad.
But then do we also have to say, because I had an alternate for the Buddha.
Was that a real person?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Siddhartha.
Siddhartha.
I mean, forgive my ignorance.
You don't have a master's in religious studies. You
No,
have a
I have a master's in world history.
from Tranna University.
From 1977 to 1981.
Those were great years.
That being said,
for
I
history.
looked up some statistics, and I can tell you, based on my memory, that approximately like 25% of the world is Christian, and approximately 20% of the world is Muslim.
Exactly.
So Jesus H. Christ and Muhammad
H. Christ. JK. Okay, we're gonna cut that. We have to cut that.
No, people, if you're listening to this podcast, you know that we are irreverent, we are dumb as fuck, and we own our stupidity. And can't we just have a little fun in the world?
Only one of us has a master's degree in
Look,
world history.
everyone
Like,
else on the internet is a fucking phony selling you lies. At least we're honest.
Telling the truth only.
At least
we're only
on-
saying
yes,
facts.
we only,
Yeah.
which is
Exactly.
that my hair is naturally blonde.
But I will say, to bring us back down to earth a moment,
Yes.
I think that the pop culture reason for eliminating those figures applies in a different way, but somewhat similarly to the religious figures. We're not here to talk about significant religious figures. And I know that religions have been built around the teachings of these people that have had a massive impact on the world and really...
And people
is-
conquer in their names.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's because of who they were. Like, that's not what Jesus wanted.
No.
You know what I mean? I
But
feel
then,
like...
but then I would like to raise something
So
else.
maybe more significant are the people who, like, wrote the Bible.
J.K. Rowling. I would like to then bring up Marie Antoinette because she's not famous because of her. She's famous because of what inspired a revolution.
Yeah, I also just I don't think that we can discount the power of religion. I feel like founding the two biggest religions on Earth is extremely significant.
But isn't just entertainment a religion? We'll be
So,
right back.
Are you reintroducing Marilyn Monroe with this?
No, I'm good to eliminate her because I trust Tranna.
But then how do we make the distinction between who is the more significant religious figure?
Of Jesus versus Muhammad?
Yeah.
Well,
I feel like that's a whole other can of worms that we can do. We can tackle
If
our
anyone-
list.
And as the Jew here, I didn't mention anyone from that world because, like, is there one
Eliyahu,
or like Moses? I guess.
Moses.
Oh, yeah, he was pretty chill.
Yeah, he's part of the sea.
Also,
And
I
he
would say
received
like
the Ten Commandments.
Yeah, he did receive those 10, and
those commandments were significant.
and that religion led to Jesus and Muhammad.
so. Let's throw Moses in there too. Why
we
not?
gotta throw Moses
and
in
the
there.
Buddha. Let's throw them all in. And if anyone was well poised,
I feel like this is a whole other subject. This
if-
is not what we're here to
Tranna.
discuss today.
we have to choose at least one religious figure. And if anyone was
No, I think we need to.
if anyone was well poised enough to choose the best religious figure from
us.
history,
Yeah.
it's the three of us.
Yeah,
like
it's
we
true.
have to put at
Three-
least one of them on the list. I think we cannot escape the
I think
importance of religion.
I think that needs to be its own list. That is an entire other debate.
So you're saying we're
I'm
going to
saying
end up
tune
doing
in next week when we do best religious figures, and which we're gonna do,
and we
we're
will
gonna
have to
do.
rank them from best to
Mary
worst, yeah.
Magdalene.
But because I feel like this is taking us away from the task at
Okay,
hand
let's
today.
put a
because
pin in.
it's too complex.
We'll put a pin in religion for right now. What I would like to do is just break down the options that we have thrown out into a few different categories. And I think a category we can start with is like conqueror / perpetrator of
Genocide.
Like, genocide.
Yeah.
And
which
colonization.
would include
Genghis
people.
Khan,
Alexander
Christopher
the Great,
Columbus,
Hitler.
Hitler,
Alexander the Great.
Alexander the Great.
Alexander the Great,
That's all
the
I have.
girl who smelled burnt toast,
a great genocide.
ruthless colonizer.
They colonized the brain.
Okay, but no, let's stick to
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
So of those four, if we're talking Hitler, Alexander the Great, Genghis Khan,
Can you tell us about
Christopher Columbus.
Can you tell us about Alexander the Great's bi love story, please?
I can, and that's what I'm here for. So Alexander the Great, he lived from 356 to 323 BCE. This is when time used to work backwards.
And that's how they counted
Wait,
then
so
as
is that
well.
not the Alexander that Cleopatra slept with?
No, it couldn't have been.
Did
They're
she
different
sleep with
times.
the wrong
You're thinking of
she slept
Antony.
with Antony.
Mark
Yeah,
Antony.
yeah.
Sorry,
she
men
fucked.
with
A
names
names.
that start with A.
I know.
Yeah.
They're
She
all
slept
you're
with
all
Adam.
one. You're
Yeah.
all one.
So age 20, he is 15 years younger than us at this point. He becomes the king of Macedonia.
That's 15 years younger than you, maybe.
I aged myself a little bit there. He becomes the king of Macedonia and starts a conquest across the known world. He starts waging war on Persia and conquers Persia in like 5 or 6 years, which was like the great empire. And then he starts going east into India, that whole region. And he does this all in his like early 20s. Throughout all of this, by his side is his best friend from childhood, Hephaestion.
Is that where they got hepatitis from?
Hephaestion. So they knew each other since they were children. They were brought up together. They were trained militarily. Hephaestion was like Alexander's like close military companion. He would like lead a lot of these military charges, and then they would like share a room together. But there are great quotes that I pulled from the Wikipedia. So their tutor, Aristotle, none other than
Oh.
Aristotle, their tutor,
We didn't mention him.
described their friendship as, quote, one soul abiding in two bodies.
Wow.
They compared themselves to like Greek figures who were thought to be homosexual. At one point, one of the people that they take over like starts pleading.
Oh, sorry, please come on.
Starts pleading to Hephaestion, thinking that he's Alexander because they're both there. And Alexander, when she realizes her mistake, she's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." And he turns to her and is like, "No, you were not mistaken. This man too is Alexander." They like start talking.
Call me by your name.
Call me by your name. Call me by your name. I did find some great quotes from historians who are like, "Well, we don't know that they were lovers. They just
Classic.
shared a bed together. Like they were just
Roommates.
roommates."
Lincoln Boots, yeah.
But then, so I think one of the most tragic parts is when they're only 32 years old, Hephaestion dies quite suddenly, quite tragically, and Alexander is stricken with grief. He like appeals to like the powers that be that they anoint Hephaestion as like essentially a deity, and they agree to like raise him to deity status. But Alexander continues to mourn, continues to grieve, and then despite the fact that he was relatively healthy, over a period of months completely unravels and dies unexpectedly just a few months after Hephaestion's death, and the two of them both go up into the other world together.
So gay.
We're not here to talk top 5 love stories.
That's what I'm saying. I also, like, I will say he is, I think, currently the oldest person on our list. From the furthest
Exactly.
back.
I think the
Burnt toast
significance of
may be
him is that he kind of created the template of colonization
Yeah, that's maybe
and genocide.
and bi-ness.
Yeah,
Yes.
which is by
Which
people
is-
colonized.
Bi
Yeah.
people, all bi people colonize. They just want too much.
So I would like to commit some bi erasure right now and
Good.
remove him from the list.
What?
I just think out of all the conquerors, like,
What years was Genghis Khan?
Well, I didn't do Genghis Khan. I don't have his years.
well, didn't you read every single book during the recess?
But didn't you?
Well, you brought him. Do
Yeah,
you have
so-
an approximate idea of when he existed?
Yeah, it was definitely like before,
Jesus?
just before.
Like, I feel like Genghis Khan is a name that I've heard my whole life.
Yeah.
That I've never bothered to really.
Yeah, so
He made the Silk Road.
Yeah,
And then the
that's
Black
it.
Plague came up. So it must have been the
In the Middle
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 Ages.
Ages. Okay, so wow, thank you.
The comments that we are
Middle
gonna
Ages
get.
confirmed by me.
I figured that out.
No, it was me.
Okay.
He was born in 1162.
Okay, great. 1162. Okay, so I had to write that down. So then Alexander is our oldest on our list.
But that's why I
Besides
feel
Moses,
like he is
TBD.
the foundation.
He is the template for colonization.
Like, I would not. He's kind of like he's like the template for all kinds of evil, including the bisexuality. So I feel like He's like the Rosetta Stone of evil.
But he was hot
I don't even
and
know
young.
what the Rosetta Stone really is.
He was hot,
It's so good that we have
young,
this
he
history
looked
podcast,
good, and he had a
guys.
love story. He taught us that you can achieve great evils and still be venerated in history as long as you're hot.
Which
and
is
can
not a
attach
good
yourself to
lesson, but it's
Or
a significant one.
It's a
It
significant
is interesting.
lesson.
Out of all of our colonizers, he is probably the one that we talk about the least negatively.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
Because he was hot.
except
Yeah,
maybe
'cause
Hitler.
Colin
And that is
Farrell.
the power of beauty privilege.
Yeah.
But
It's
that's a
'cause
whole other episode.
we're picturing
too.
Colin Farrell saying what he said in that tape.
I'm actually picturing
Yeah.
Connor's story, and I'm
Each
so
of us
sorry.
are-
Well,
Okay,
it's a
that's
very
lunch and
heated
dinner.
rivalry.
It's a very heated
okay,
rivalry.
but we're
Oh yes,
objection.
objection sustained.
And
Thank you.
overruled. Yeah. Okay,
Can we go to someone else?
I would love to go to someone else. Hitler, we know what he did. Let's not talk about it.
Yeah, okay.
Marie Antoinette. Should we put Marie Antoinette and Cleopatra in the same category?
Yeah, let's do Marie Antoinette, Cleopatra.
and I would
anyone else?
argue that Cleopatra is the more significant. I mean,
think
they're
she-
both from your list,
I-
so don't take offense. But
I do agree with you.
I feel like from the two sentences that I read, Cleopatra was more in control of her destiny.
Also,
And she did a lot in a very short period of time.
not
like
that
you said,
is-
she was the first woman.
Yeah, she was the first.
She was the first woman.
That's groundbreaking.
before that, everyone was just gay. Like Alexander the Great, Hephaestion, Aristotle, all men.
So since she was historically the first woman, I think she's on our list.
Well, also, not since Taylor Swift has one person been on all three of our long lists.
Not since Taylor.
Not
Swift.
since Taylor Swift.
Wow.
So that's significant.
That's significant.
That is significant.
Yeah.
Again,
she's
I
sort of
just
the
think
Taylor Swift of her time.
She is. And
she is the reason that girl bosses exist.
Her albums.
also, like, the Sphinx?
And she fucked Caesar as
Yeah,
well.
exactly. Yeah,
She-
we're tying in Rome here too. We're doing Egypt and
she
Rome.
was the first, not only the first woman, period, but the
Period.
first woman to harness her sexuality and
Okay.
use it
and
as a force.
Not only the first woman, the first whitewashed woman.
Oh,
The way we treated her for years, thanks to Elizabeth Taylor, is that she must have been a white woman, but she was in Egypt.
Yeah, and I think she was Greek.
maybe she was Macedonian.
It's so good that we
No.
know so much about her. I love her early work.
Do I have any notes on her?
Singer-songwriter.
Well, she also
extraordinaire.
she's a beauty icon too.
Yeah, she invented cat
She
eye.
invented the cat eye.
Yeah. Mhm.
Was
she invented nose.
Was she bi?
Probably.
Probably.
Okay, I'm going to put a pin in this. So we've talked about Marie Antoinette and Cleopatra. Should we talk about women whose contributions were slightly more specific but still important?
Harriet Tubman.
And
Harriet
Henrietta
Tubman,
Lacks.
Henrietta Lacks, and perhaps
Henrietta
a
would
woman
be
who
great
smelled
for
burnt
our
toast.
list of the top 5 people erased from history.
Okay, but she wasn't erased. She's all around us.
I really do like that.
She was
as
the
a
first
because it's
immortal.
like it is because we're talking significance. We're not talking about fame. Because if we did most famous,
Okay, that's a good point.
She will
Yeah.
also outlive all of us. Her cells.
which is crazy.
Her cells
Yeah.
They'll live probably forever.
Unless Oppenheimer's work
annihilates
annihilates
the
the
cells,
cells.
If only.
yeah.
which it will.
Which it will.
So
Put an end to it.
Oppenheimer,
And Henrietta Lacks.
Oh, kind
force
of
of
intrinsically.
destruction, force of
Oh
creation.
my god, yin and yang.
Wow.
But which is more significant, or are they both equally significant?
Is there a Henrietta
Okay,
Lacks
but also
movie?
let's not act like Henrietta has created the planet that we live on.
She's the mother.
Well, no, but she has made significant contributions to medical research.
Of course.
Like how
Well,
we,
yeah, her cells have.
what are we if not ourselves?
And look, I don't want to honor the men
Ourselves,
who took
ourselves.
her cells without her consent, but was she the one who created the cures that came from her cells?
Well,
Well, most of modern medicine is done against people's wills.
Yeah.
So much of scientific research is done on people and animals who do not.
Which is
consent.
why the girl who smelt burnt toast should be considered because she
That was-
underwent the procedure consensually.
And
And
she
that
was
woman was
awake.
Addison Rae, who I'd like to bring up.
no.
I just think we should have one person on our list that is a guess, that is alive right now, who we're like, I think they're gonna be forever.
Well, we don't have anyone who's alive right now.
Addison Rae. no, okay,
No.
we don't have to,
No.
but like,
Maybe Jesus Christ will come back to life.
Well, we're still waiting.
yeah, TikTok.
if you want to be on this list, you've got to, like, now's the time.
What if he comes back today?
And our podcast producer for this episode,
Jesus Henrietta Lacks
Ford.
Christ.
Yeah.
Henry Ford.
I don't know about Henrietta. I mean, like, and no disrespect to her at all. Like, it seems like she really went through a
Okay,
hard time.
make the Harriet Tubman counter argument.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think she speaks for herself.
No, talk about it.
Tell us a
She
couple
was
facts.
instrumental in slave liberation.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that we've talked in a lot about horrible people. She was someone who was a force for good.
And wasn't she like an older woman too? Like I think
She wasn't as old as we think.
Okay.
And she also died, I believe, in like 1913. So it's not that long ago.
Oh,
No,
that's
no.
really recent.
Which is really, tragic and horrifying and all of those things. But I just think we haven't really spoken about. I'm not saying that Henrietta's contribution wasn't positive or the girl who smelt burnt toast wasn't
Thank you for
positive.
pointing at me, yeah.
But Harriet Tubman, like, was someone who had agency and was revolutionary in her actions and, like, actually did something to try to conquer these evil forces that took inspiration from Alexander the Great.
She's kind of the antidote to, like, all of the
A lot, I
colonizers,
think so.
right? Like, she's the yang to their yin,
yeah.
much in the way that Henrietta Lacks is.
And
the
I think
yang
that
to
she
Oppenheimer.
represents, like, that idea of, like, liberation from slavery, from oppression, from capitalist structures that literally are still crushing us.
You know, she.
You know what I mean? Like,
she is
it's
the
interesting.
active
It's-
version of Karl Marx. Like, she is, like, what Marx said. Harriet Tubman was like,
Did.
hold my beer. Like, I'm
Well,
gonna
that-
fucking
exactly.
And
do
it's
it.
right around the same time as like Industrial Revolution. Like it's all a big shift that's happening at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No more slaves. Like, yeah, I don't know. There's something there.
I mean, we all know that slavery has just morphed into other
prison,
things.
yeah.
Yes, which
But
Marx
she
may
fucking
have predicted.
tried, which is more than most of us can say.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. More than anyone on my list.
More than Marilyn.
Well, don't say that.
Who did Marilyn liberate?
Dane, when he dyed his hair.
Okay, so I do want to make an argument for Karl Marx.
Oh, true.
In that I think that he provided an ideology, a philosophy. We as humans, we need to be able to believe in a collective idea in order to take broad action.
But I don't think he's given us that inspiration. I agree with you that he's given some framework and some things to think about. But I don't know that he's inspired us. I don't know if he's the figure.
Tranna-
He's also a misogynist.
I would argue that he's sort of Jesus-like. Not in terms of like dying for our sins or whatever, but like creating an ideology that's basically like we're all equal, we should all love each other, yada yada.
In reality, the laborer belongs to capital before he has sold himself to capital. His economic bondage is both brought about and concealed by the periodic sale of himself, by his change of masters, and by the oscillation in the market price of labor power. Capitalist production, therefore, under its aspect of a continuous connected process, of a process of reproduction, produces not only commodities, not only surplus value, but it also produces and reproduces the capitalist relation. On the one side, the capitalist. On the other side, the wage laborer.
I love
That's us.
when Marilyn Monroe said that. Like it changed the game, you know?
King of the run-on sentence. And that's significant. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think he's it.
I think in 200 years, we're going to know more if he actually had a lasting effect. Because, like, it did lead to everything in the 20th century kind of going whoopsie-doodle with communism. And we are still inspired by it in most progressive ideas. Most progressive, ideologies are very Marxist.
Yes.
So, like, we don't have our political ideas without him currently. But
I don't think
will
that's
they have-
true. I think that's giving him too much credit.
I'm like, where does a counter discourse for revolution, like an antidote to our current capitalist hellscape, come from, if not born from Marxist philosophy?
Yeah.
I don't know. But
But yeah,
I know someone could answer that question. It's
No,
just
it's not
me.
us. Was he bi?
I don't think so.
And then it means he's not on the list.
This is only.
The Queen Elizabeths.
Oh, important.
I would like to argue. What about them?
I don't disagree. Also, to be fair, when I wrote that, I thought there were more of them.
Queen Elizabeth VII, crazy.
I thought there were like 6.
So there are 2. The first one was Shakespeare times.
Right.
The second one was our time.
Oh, the
Okay.
Elizabethan era.
Exactly.
I remember
I almost
that
put Queen Victoria because Queen Victoria would, I think, sort of fall under colonizer.
Maybe in
boots.
my mind, I thought the Victorias and the Annes were all Elizabeth.
Yeah, that's fair. All women are Elizabeth. I almost put the Queen Victoria because, yeah, in our colonizer boots thing, like she would fit really well into that. And Queen Elizabeth II, kind of reverse. She didn't undo colonization, but a lot of it started undoing under her reign.
Right.
So that's interesting.
Yeah. What about Christopher Columbus? He has shaped the world, even on a geographical sense.
And he continues to colonize to this day. Those Columbus cafes
Yes, there's one next to your house.
that are literally, they just found old Starbuckses and colonized them
Yes.
and made them Columbus cafes.
We
You know what
went
I'm
to
talking
one to edit one of these episodes, and we went in, and the light was just like, it was this fluorescent light just flickering.
It was oppressive.
It felt like a horror movie.
Yeah.
It was the ghost of Christopher Columbus.
That's it. He's in all of those.
He's in all of the fluorescent lights.
But I don't think we can underestimate how he has shaped the world for worse.
Yeah.
Not for good at all. I don't think any good came of anything that he did. But it is the foundation of the world as we know it.
To add to this, like, I think, Christopher Columbus is kind of responsible for discovering what we call, like, America. I know you could say that Amerigo Vespucci is the namesake of America, whatever. But, like, he kind of created this, like, idea of America. And, like, what is the worst thing in the... What is the worst thing in the world?
Right now.
America.
Right now? America.
Yeah.
Like, and also concepts of America.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. America as a concept, as a physical entity, as a space, as an idea,
as like
all
an
of it.
imperialist movement.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. Just
Yeah.
go back home. Let the indigenous people have their land. Like,
And stop going to other countries and be like, you should have democracy. I'm like, well, maybe you should have it.
Exactly.
Like-
No, and Christopher Columbus is the root of that evil.
yeah, it's just, if only we had like a political philosophy for a way to organize society that wasn't democracy.
Well, if only it was significant enough to actually do something.
Like Karl.
What if bisexuality was the organizing
Answer.
philosophy too?
What if everyone just loved?
Wow.
And isn't that the message of bisexuals?
Okay, I know you said no, but I do think we have to go back to religion.
I think we have to choose one.
Yeah.
No, we're not doing that today. No. That's a separate list, you guys.
Okay, as the presiding judge over today's ceremony, we have to give the chance for debate. 2 minutes of debate on religion, and then
Fine.
we will decide.
Okay. Jesus, Muhammad, Moses, Buddha. Choose. Who's the best one?
Most significant.
I can't.
You can't choose. It's so obvious.
Well, I could.
I'm kidding.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna make an argument for
I think the most harm has been done in Jesus' name.
yes. Oh,
Well,
Let's go with that.
who do you think has.
I don't want to say. No. I do think Jesus' name continues to harm.
I'm gonna go.
Because Christopher Columbus was operating under
Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hitler.
Why are we doing this episode? Like, we're dumb. I think Hitler
Hitler
was
just wanted to be an artist.
I only have him on this list because of his art.
yeah.
It changed me.
Oh my god, guys! When I went to
I'm just saying this is why we're not prepared to tackle this today.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna make one.
Not that we will
One
be when we
final-
actually tackle it, but you know what I mean? At least
When I went
mentally, psychologically prepared to answer these questions.
And if we choose one, what does that mean for us?
look, when I went to Thailand as a
brag.
youth 2
Yeah.
years ago, I had to go find myself. And I went there, and there were like golden Buddhas everywhere. And that was kind of cool.
I love Buddha.
Also, Buddha's kind of like, isn't Buddhism like all life is
Yes,
suffering, and we
exactly.
just must
Yes.
accept that suffering is a part of life,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
then figure. And I feel like
I feel
that's-
like Buddhism has caused the least harm.
I feel like there have probably been wars about it, but we just don't know what they are. And so, with that blind spot, I'm willing to put him in first place.
This is so far off from the task at hand.
How is
You
most
should
significant
recuse
historical
yourself
figure?
as judge today.
I think
You need to recuse yourself.
objection. The prosecution is insane. I think
Sustained.
I think these are real people. So like it does, and like, and to your point, things were done in their name. Are we okay? This is an important question for
Yeah.
the list.
Yeah.
Is it the person, or is it what the person represents to people?
I think it's the person. The
I think-
person who made history.
I think it has to be what the person represents because we do not actually know these people, right?
Exactly.
History is written.
Except for Addison Rae.
Except for, okay, Addison Rae is stricken from the record. We don't know any of these people, right? Like you can only assume what we have learned based on the extensive and rigorous research that we've each conducted.
So the whole list should just be the men who wrote history.
well, isn't it?
Yeah.
And didn't
way?
Ghislaine Maxwell's dad own the textbook company in the United States?
So I'd like to bring up.
Ghislaine. Sorry, everyone keeps calling her Ghislaine, and I'm just like, isn't it Ghislaine?
Isn't it Guylaine?
Guylaine?
I don't know anymore, you guys, but
She's coming by, so we can ask her then.
Yeah, we're not adding her to the long list. of
I
most
didn't
significant
say that, but I'm
historical
just
figures.
saying you're talking about making our decisions based on the written history, which is basically all we have to go on.
Well,
I know.
it is interesting to talk about as a potential spoiler on the list, as someone we never talked about, the people who are behind the people.
Yeah.
Like the people who are not famous, who are actually doing all the strings, like the agents of Marilyn Monroe, or
Right.
the like, you know. The
I know,
other-
but that's
the
why I
other-
feel like that's also a separate list.
right.
Because we're talking about the historical figure, not the person behind the historical
Yes,
figure.
okay, yes.
That's a separate
So then I
entity.
think we have to talk about how it's what they represent to the people.
Yeah, it's the figure, not the person, right? A figure is, I think, implies that there's some sort of.
But that's why, like,
removal
Jesus
from-
is a religious figure, and historical figures have used him to carry out whatever they've wanted to carry out.
Oh,
Yes.
that's interesting.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So then I would also strike Marie Antoinette off the list.
Yes.
she was already struck.
She's a. Oh. Okay. Okay. Do we have anyone? Oh,
Yes.
You know what I would. Oh, sorry, Judge. Shut up. There's one thing
Sustained.
I'd like to say is that we should talk about Les Filles du Roi.
Oh, so Tranna, as a born and raised Quebecois,
Which I'm not.
wait, are you not
No.
from Quebec?
I mean, I've lived here my whole life, but no.
Your parents aren't from here?
No.
Oh, where are they from?
Well, my mom's Egyptian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cleopatra?
Yeah, she's
So you had
Cleopatra.
bias when you chose Cleopatra?
Probably. And my dad was born here, but like our lineage is like white European, like Swedish.
Okay.
Okay.
But I'll just say, but like, I mean, I grew up here, but I'm not French Canadian. You know what I mean? I don't have any French Canadian blood.
Well, so as someone who grew up here, can you please explain to our listeners who may not be from Quebec, who were Les Filles du Roi?
So when Napoleon colonized Quebec, he needed to populate this place.
This frigid
So
hellscape.
he brought in Les Filles du Roi, the girls of the king. Basically just your average, everyday French girls.
I think a lot of them were sex workers.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
were
was
they?
it was
Okay.
like lower class women.
Okay, well,
I think like 800 of them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call them lower class, but that's me.
Trash off the
Anyway,
street. Yeah.
women
I don't believe in
were brought
class
here,
structure.
I'm assuming against their will or under false
No, they
pretenses.
were paid. They got like land and shit.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sounds like a sweet deal.
I think.
How do I become a feature roi?
I want to populate someone new.
Yeah, but basically they brought these women over to populate Quebec. But in saying all of this, I don't know what the significance is.
Well, just to draw everything back together, which I will try to do right now, if you, America, are interested
Vespucci?
in exploring further imperialist tendencies, becoming more of a conqueror, what I encourage you to do is conquer Quebec and see how that goes for you, because you're going to discover that the Quebecois people they have a distinct culture that is it's going to be a bit like oil and vinegar and trying to blend it into American society. But I'm curious to see, maybe 100 years from now, there will be a historical...
Trump?
Oh my God. Okay, everybody.
This is, yeah.
I'm going to
Napoleon should have never invented Les Filles du Roi.
draw us into a final...
Napoleon was married to Marie Antoinette, and they had all their
A
girls.
final reprisal here before we pause, take our recess. I believe we've gone through everyone's items on our lists. Is there anything anyone would like to add before we pause? Otherwise, I think what we could do is go through and each maybe remove one item from one another's list.
Can I just throw out one more, and you can just say,
Sure.
quick answer, first thing that comes off your head, yes or no?
Yeah.
Joan of Arc.
No.
No.
Great. I leave.
Is she real?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll eliminate the Elizabeths from my list.
Okay. I'll eliminate, I mean, we've already eliminated Marie Antoinette from mine, and TBD on Hitler. Sorry, Adolf.
Those are your removals?
Yep.
Okay. And you know what? I'm willing to remove... I'll remove... Marlon Brando has already been removed. The Buddha I'll remove. And the other ones I'm going to leave. I'm willing to debate them.
Great. I'll
Okay.
see you on the court.
We're going to pause for our final recess, at which point we will determine the entries for the top 5 most significant historical figures of all time. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you on the other side. Court is now in recess.
Order in the court.
Order in the court! Order in the court! Court is back in session. The blank list is back, and after a delirious period of deliberation, we are ready to reveal the top 5 most significant historical figures from all time. Are you ready? Number 5 on the list is Cleopatra, the first woman. Number 4 on the list is Oppenheimer. He create bad thing. Remember. Number 3 on the list is Harriet Tubman. She did great things. Emancipation for all.
No one can argue that.
No.
Number 2 on the list, Jesus H. Christ. Before we arrive at number 1 on the list, we would like to offer our honorable mention of the week to bisexuals. They want all.
And they are real. History has proven it.
History has proven it, if by no other means than by our number 1 option on the list, the most significant historical figure of all time, Alexander the Great. Now look, we debated this, but we decided Alexander the Great is on the list because Alexander the Great crawled so that Genghis Khan could walk, so that Christopher Columbus could sail, so that Adolf Hitler could... We're not going to talk about him. But Alexander the Great is number 1 on the list. And there you have it. The most significant historical figures of all time. Objective?
Absolutely.
Of course.
The court decrees this. It is set in stone. We will not debate this any further. And with that, court is adjourned. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode of The Blank List. I'd like to thank my co-hosts, Adam Capriolo and Tranna Winter.
Thank you.
We'd like to thank, of course, our producer and incredible sound engineer, Podcasting's Matt Rogers. And we'd like to thank you, audience, for bearing with us. If you'd like to follow The Blank List on social media, all of our handles, it's all down there in the show notes. Thank you again for tuning in, and we'll see you next week for another episode of The Blank List. Court is adjourned.
Gavel, gavel,